You are now tuned in to your number one radio station,
87.9.
We interrupt this program for a special report by WKMU.
Staten Island, New York.
Good evening, everybody. This is 87.9 WKMU, and that stands for What Keeps Me Up. And as I'm your host, Sky.
And I'm Blue.
And today's episode was influenced by a listener, so I want to say a thank you to Dominic. This was like kind of his idea. I appreciate you. And he expressed that he loves the idea of the moon landing being a hoax. You know, just even if it's not real, just hearing fun stuff about it is like interesting.
That's true. Because I've met other people who don't believe that it's real, and they've showed me like videos of like fake, like it seems like they're in space flipping around, but they're actually standing on a stool and waving their arm around, so it looks like they're like in space, like no gravity.
Did it look real or did it look fake?
It looked like, it's weird because it looked real, but it looked like, yeah, it does look like, oh, suddenly she's standing up on a stool to make it seem like she's in the middle and like floating around.
That's
like, I don't know. You don't see both her feet off the ground. That's
well,
why.
There should be no ground. Oh, because they never showed her feet. Like,
yeah, they only show 1 foot. It shows 1 foot, kind of like, you know what I mean? like oh, I'm floating.
Yeah. She's just going like back and forth, like whoa.
Yeah, and I have an issue with that. Like, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, that's probably fake then, since you don't see both feet.
So then I think we should start off with what I feel like is the most dangerous part of getting to the moon is the Van Allen belts. So let's get into the episode.
For those that don't know what the Van Allen belts are, no worries. We aim to be an inspirational and informational radio broadcast. They're a radiation zone surrounding the Earth. This zone contains energetically charged particles.
Which is exactly what exactly?
Particles could be like anything, I think. Like gas, wind, liquid.
Just like little pieces of them.
Yeah.
Like sand. Sand is like a particle.
I think they call them like ions or something like that. Like,
and I guess the energy is like their radiation is like heat and stuff.
Yeah. And then it's created by Earth's magnetic sphere capturing solar wind from the sun. These degrees of radiation vary, though.
So like in each spot, it could be stronger and lower, and then it can change through time.
Yeah, like I think that there's other like levels to like different belts out there too.
Yeah, the
like,
inner
not
belt.
Just one belt.
The inner belt is generally the weaker belt, and the outer belt is actually where the big one is. And that's where it really fluctuates. Like you can have like anything from solar winds to plasma releases, the sun, coronal mass injections, and even I'm guessing other suns because they're shooting stuff at us too, other stars.
Right.
So we could be bombarded like in all directions,
like mad stuff like hitting us. But like if there's like so much like radiation, like these zones, they're around our Earth, right? Like how can we get through without any radiation effect?
So now we'll go into how NASA actually got over these hurdles. The first thing they did was actually they shoot the ship out on a rocket, and this is called a ballistic trajectory. And it basically means it has like just the rocket is giving its only force. There's no other accelerating force besides that, because once the rocket pulls off, it kind of goes out on its own without any real propulsionary.
That's how we send spaceships out now, no?
Yeah, basically.
Like, that's basically how that goes. Okay.
So for some reason, this will help lower the risk of radiation, and that the speed they're going, they actually don't stay too long in the belt. So there's no real worries there. And then NASA also used shielding, like aluminum and Kevlar, to black out the radiation that the the Van Allen belts can actually enforce. And they're lightweight and strong, which is very important because if the ship was any heavier, it would fall back to Earth when it was shot off.
Right.
So this was also done. The aluminum and the Kevlar was also done to keep the weight low.
Oh. So during our investigation on this moon landing hoax, we actually found some UFO stories that really, kept us up. and one of them was the Roswell crash. So that was on July 1947, New Mexico. Major Jesse Marshall.
Now, for those, everyone knows this story. This is the guy that you remember from the pictures. He's holding up the aluminum foil looking thing. It's in like pieces. It looks like a kite, and it's like, oh, it's the balloon stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's him. And so this is kind of like what he was gonna.
Oh wait, no, I was getting some stories confused because you know how they came out with this picture of Jack Ruby with like a gun that killed JFK or something. Like I don't know.
He killed Oswald.
Oswald, yeah, right. Who killed JFK?
Who killed JFK? Yeah.
Yeah, I got confused for a second.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, I seen that
World
picture, and it's like a
conspiracy theory.
totally different white guy.
Yeah, that was a totally different show too. If you like to hear us talk about that too, please go back and find our JFK. We have a three-parter right now. We might add more.
No, I think we did like 5.
Nah, maybe 4. Maybe 4.
We ran with that story.
I think it was
good.
at least 3 though.
It was good. It was good.
So what about this Jesse guy?
So this Jesse guy, he said some of the wreckage he handled at that Roswell. Sorry, guys.
Roswell, New Mexico.
Major Jesse Marshall. He said that some of the wreckage he handled in the Roswell crash included a small beam which had purple highlights, looking
hieroglyphics, which is funny because that's not the only time that I've heard a story about UFOs having some hieroglyphics looking writing on it.
Yeah, it's actually kind of weird, but maybe they wrote a little funny, I don't know. But yeah, and then there was like silver metal that when he folded it up and crumpled it and let it go, it would go back to its original shape. So kind of like
yeah, that's something I kind of keep hearing too and recurring on other ones, and I don't know. These things are always weird. It's like when there's like one or two thing that's happening, it's fine. But when you get a whole bunch of coincidences that happen over multiple times, it just starts to sound fishy to me.
Yeah. What does that even mean either? Like
What do you mean?
they crumple it so it's like it'll be like a piece of paper and then
Yeah,
they
they
crumple
just
it and then they
roll
let it
it in
go
the
and it
hand.
goes back.
Yeah, like they close it in their hand. Even if it was thicker, like you can still crumple like linen or a blanket
Yeah,
if it had a
yeah.
smaller piece.
I'm thinking like a ball, but if it's aluminum, I wouldn't think it would go back to its original shape. That's pretty freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then months later, in March 1948, and it's called Aztec, New Mexico, and witnesses say they actually saw like U.S. government retrieving a disc-shaped craft, and that there was couple of like small humanoid-looking bodies with it. And it's funny
They're
because
always thinking that they're finding like little alien things out there. No, aren't they?
isn't that one of the
Like-
coincidences too that a lot of them are like 3 to 4 foot tall?
Yeah, it's freaky.
It could, let's be real. People can just hear, or they're like, "Oh, I heard they're 3 foot tall. I'm gonna make my alien 3 foot tall too." This way, it's more believable because it's going with the trend. Because there's actually different size aliens out there. There's some that they say is like 10 foot. Some look like they got blonde hair and blue eyes. Other ones are like 8 foot.
No,
others
yeah,
are
like
6 foot.
like 13 foot or whatever. Like I don't know. I've heard it all. It's true. You find out a lot of weird things when you do these researches, like on these different aliens.
And then there they also found, because there was additional reports that said there were pieces of metallic. Oh, not pieces. They were in possession of metallic pieces that when he would bowl it up, I guess the witness. I didn't find out who the witness was, but if it's hidden, I'm not going to find it. I wish I
Right,
could.
for protection or whatever.
Well, yeah, that too. But also, it was like they're trying to hide it. They don't want me to know who it is. So, but basically, he would bowl it up, and then eventually it would go back to its original shape. So, like you were saying earlier,
Well,
like this is a recurring thing.
What is it called? Like magnesium or something? There's like a metal that when you let it go, it's liquid, but when you touch it, it's solid. What is that called? Because is that some alien technology?
Are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about memory metal?
No, I don't know if it's memory metal. Is it memory metal?
Well, memory metal is like metal that you can like change shape, and then like if you put it in water, it goes back to its original shape.
I don't know.
But that's actually that's what this actually sounds like. It sounds like that metal, memory metal.
But have we all seen it? Because
You and me, have we all seen it?
It's something that that is not a secret. So
Oh, because it's a dimension. Yeah. Are you looking up memory metal?
no, I know what memory metal is. I'm
Oh.
talking about this like metal that I've seen. Is it? All right, I'll look up memory.
I don't know. What I remember is like sand that you you can shape and then put it in the water, and when you take it out, it goes back to like sand.
No, it was like this silver. It was like a silver liquid.
Like mercury.
That is it. Mercury.
Well, mercury is a liquid metal that most people would think of.
This one you could touch it and then like it's a liquid, but when you like try to squeeze it or whatever, it's solid. So I don't know.
That actually sounds like a cross between both of them. It
Yeah.
sounds like they're part of the same coin. Like they're like maybe they would develop parallelary. That's wrong too, but you know what I mean. All right. Well, that's it then.
So it's no secret that here at WKMU, we like to kind of pull our sources from all different places and find out information from different sources. And we don't shy away from using Chat GPT
I love
to
Chat GPT.
look stuff up, maybe even to help us brainstorm some stuff.
Yeah, I love talking about alien stuff because it always gets back to like every time I ask, "Hey, tell me about a different story," and then he'll tell me a cool story, and they'll be like, "Oh, by the way, there's no proof that this happened. It's all speculation, and more likely than not, it's not true."
Mm.
Like, yeah, I understand it's not true, but do you have any more not true stories I can hear? And then ChatGPT like gave me a whole bunch of them. But anytime I don't pretend, if I pretend that I believe in it, they'll give me like little bit of information. But that was like, yeah, no, you're telling the truth. I know it's fake. I just need more of those stories. Like, oh, okay, here you go. And then they give me so many more good stories. He told me Roswell over 4 times when I said I believed in him. When I say no, you're right, I got like 12 different ones.
So Roswell's the only one that people are willing to say is true.
I think that's just the most popular one, so might as well just give you the most popular one. This way, you probably already know it. So it's like, here's this one. Yeah, Roswell's true too. There's a dog. Yeah.
So here's one of those Chat GPT stories. There was an incident that occurred in October of 1967.
Allegedly, according to ChatGPT,
Yeah.
this happened.
In Shag Harbor, Nova Scotia. People recorded
I love
seeing
that
a
name, by the
large Shag Harbor in
Yeah.
Nova Scotia.
That sounds like a honeymoon spot for like a sleazy town.
That's
Where
the
you
spot
going?
you'll see us
Shag
at.
Harbor, yeah. Where we go? Shag Harbor. Oh, I love
It's
that
true.
place.
The other day, Sky took me to a diner called that he called Dirty Dove, and I
Yeah,
was
the Dirty
so
Dove.
down to go there. Yes, Dirty Dove. That sounds delicious.
That's not his actual name. That's just what everybody calls it. We don't
Right.
even know if it's dirty.
It's not
Everyone just-
dirty. I
everyone
had a
just
great
calls it
time.
that.
It was a good time.
Diners on Staten Island though are mwah. If you're coming by and you want some good diner food and you're not, because the city's great for like ethnicity wise, having so many different things, Asian, Chinese, Mexican, Middle Eastern, Greek, Italian, French. Staten Island though, it's pizza and diners. That's
Yeah.
all you get. That's really good. The Chinese food out here sucks.
No, not all of it.
No, but most of it.
Probably came from Brooklyn. The good stuff.
Yeah, they came over from Brooklyn. Hey, we gotta bring the good stuff over here.
So yeah. Anyway. In Shag Harbor, Nova Scotia, 1967, people recorded seeing a large object crashing into the harbor. Should I just start over?
No. I'm leaving all this in.
The worst. Well, official reports.
Quotation marks, by the way. I like how vocally I knew you meant quotation marks just by how you said that.
While official reports stated nothing was found, unofficial reports say the divers found something that included a metal which was able to be manipulated into different shapes but always retained its original shape.
That memory metal.
Yeah, that's self memory alloy. Shape memory alloy. If you guys want to look it up online. You'll end up looking up a lot of weird stuff, I think, though. Just heads up to anybody
I love
listening.
looking at weird stuff.
We do like that. I miss some really, really weird stuff. I look up weird stuff that Sky won't even look up.
Yeah,
He
she'll send
doesn't
me,
even want to
yeah,
see.
no. Like
or
she'll send me
know.
like a centipede fighting a scorpion, and then she'll want to know who won. Like, you didn't even watch it? No, you make me watch it. Like, yeah.
No, if I
No,
really
thank
can't
you.
see it, I ask him to tell me what happened in the video and if it's safe for me to see. But
True
I like
stories.
weird stuff. I really do.
So this last story is actually something we covered in our UFO stories kept us up, and the re-release of it. And it has to. And so if you haven't heard that one and you're vibing out with this story, go ahead, check that one out. It's actually the re-release, which was a couple episodes ago. I always recommend searching out when you're going through our shows, starting from the oldest. This way, because I realize when you play something, it goes to the newest one. So if you listen to the newest one, it doesn't let you go to like the next one. So like, I think a good thing is to put it in reverse, put the oldest first, so then you're constantly just going to the next one. I listened to like 4 or 5 podcasts by the Y-Files, and I didn't even have to do anything. It just kept going.
Yeah, and you also get to see us grow as podcasters.
Yeah,
through
from
it all.
sound to how we act, how we talk, how there's just 2 of us now.
Yeah.
Because
I
there used
don't-
to be 3.
Yeah, and then I don't know if I sound any smarter now. I really hope I do, but
You sound more confident, I think. Everyone tells me how great your voice sounds. No one says my voice sounds great. Everyone always compliments. Like when we talk or they know about us and they check us out and they come back to us, they always mention how great you sound. But back in
Thanks, y'all.
back in January 1996, a man named Carlos de Sosa
The Sosa.
was driving to meet some friends, and then he noticed that there was an object drifting through the sky. And then it kind of slightly turned and then shot down towards Earth.
So they ran over.
Yeah, he goes over to the crash site and he
This
sees,
is something you would do, I think.
Yeah, hell yeah, I want to see this. I
I'll
wanna
be
see
like,
this
no,
firsthand.
don't go
I'm
over
taking
there.
pieces. I'm hiding them in in the tire frame, underneath where the tires go. I'm gonna put in some in the trunk. I'm hiding some in my socks. I'm putting some in your socks. I'm putting it in your nature's pocket.
Oh my God, fuck you.
For those you don't know, check out what is it? Broad City. That's a Broad City reference because
We love Broad City in this
That's
house.
actually Pussy. What she does is Alana Wexler, which is her character name. She puts her pot inside her vagina, and she calls it Nature's Pocket. So I'm definitely putting some of those medals up there. Like, we got nothing left. Promise. Look, see. Oh yeah.
Put
nothing.
it in your nature's pocket. How about that?
I would, but there's so much
no,
more room
it's
in
fine.
yours.
We'll make room in yours. Don't worry.
No,
It's okay.
Not to,
It's okay.
It just
It's okay.
I just make your vagina sound really big. Anyway. So he sees like there's crash everywhere. So there's a whole bunch of different pieces everywhere. And he picks up something and he realizes, oh, this is just like aluminum foil. And he crumples it up and throws it on the floor. And as he walks away, he notices it, and it goes back to its normal shape. So that's another reference to this memory medal. Like it's going to get interesting, y'all. And now I just realized that I forgot to mention where this was from. This is actually the Virginia, Brazil, and it happened in that place in January '96. I was just like looking over my notes.
We
and I'm
did
like,
something
did I say
on
this?
Virginia, Brazil.
Yeah, that's why I said like you'll find it in our episode. The UFO stories kept me up, and the re-release.
So I can see like why logically looking up the moon would lead you to do UFO crashes and look up UFO incidences and stuff like that. But what was the connection? Like, what made you? Why did you bring us here?
Oh, okay. So the truth is, while I was researching for this episode, I happened to stumble across the Y-Files on YouTube. This is not the first time I mentioned AJ and Hecklefish.
Yeah,
I love them.
They're awesome.
They're what I strive to be. They're amazing. Their storytelling, their facts. He lets you know if he thinks it's true or not, if he could debunk it or if he can't debunk it.
He keeps us informed
Yeah.
and inspired,
Yeah.
honestly.
So check him out. But basically, I was watching something. I think it was had to do with the moon landing hoax, and then I heard something, and it made me realize that we had the moon landing all wrong.
But Orion has protection. Shielding will be put to the test as the vehicle cuts through the waves of radiation. Sensors aboard will record radiation levels for scientists to study. We must solve these challenges before we send people through this region of space.
Nations beyond Earth orbit. Right now, we only can fly in Earth orbit. That's the farthest that we can go. And this new system that we're building is going to allow us to go beyond and hopefully take humans into the solar system to explore. So the moon, Mars, asteroids, there's a lot of destinations that we could go to, and we're building these building block components in order to allow us to do that eventually.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
Let's take it back to the Van Allen belts from the beginning. You guys remember? Those belts are made up of two different parts. The inner ring, which has low radiation, and the outer ring, which has like high radiation. So obviously one has like low risk and one is high risk. And so on the outer ring, though, the radiation levels fluctuate, usually closer to the sun. So like
Caused by the sun, sorry.
Sorry, yeah, usually caused by the sun. So how can we prepare for something that's unforeseen? Like in these, like, since there's like no, like, I don't know, just crazy stuff happens on the outer side.
And like we said earlier, like we're probably getting some from other stars, the same thing. So you could probably predict the sun and by monitoring, but there's stars out there that are sending stuff out constantly. And maybe I don't know enough about the science, and maybe I'm just ignorant to it. But it just sounds like that's like a lot of it's like taking a chance. You're like, well, basically, well, it's low risk. Let's hope nothing happens while we're out there.
Yeah, it's weird. I didn't know that it was like that hard to get out of like our atmosphere. Like, I don't know, because you look and you're like, oh, it's just air, but I guess things get like you know, you can get lightheaded and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of crazy shit goes on. So yeah, NASA says the shielding helps, like the shielding that we use on our like what is it, spaceships and stuff.
Yeah, the Apollo ship basically is what we're focusing on right now.
Yeah, there's like an 1.5 inch thickness or to 7 millimeters of aluminum, and NASA says that's enough for the low risk window. But what if the levels suddenly change? After the belts, we have like deep space, an area blasted with galactic cosmic rays and gamma rays. How does aluminum stand up to these rays?
Yeah, and for those who don't know, galactic rays, cosmic rays, and gamma rays are just forms of radiation that are shooting from not only our star, but other stars.
Yes.
And it's a different kind of radiation that, and then there's gamma rays, which is similar to the two. It's just different radiations that we have out in space.
Yeah, and they could be like move at different speeds too, and have different levels of energy attached.
One
to
could
them.
be more dangerous than another one.
Yeah, so it's like, how does this like one thing defend against a bunch of different things? And so, and according to NASA, both galactic cosmic rays and gamma rays easily pass through aluminum, but thick and dense material like cement can block these. Iron could also work, but like cement is too big. As for the moon, since it has no protection from a magnetic field, it's constantly bombarded by these rays.
Yeah, so I don't know how these ships and everything got through when they said that the aluminum shielding will protect against them, but then in another post, they say, well, no, aluminum is terrible against the space cosmic rays and gamma rays.
Yeah, and then is this cement like too heavy?
Yeah, because then the ship would never get off the ground. Like it would be
like I'm confused by that. And then like all these rays shooting at the moon, wouldn't like the moon eventually like disappear?
Well, no, because it's not. It doesn't harm. It takes a long time. It doesn't harm the moon.
But wouldn't the moon be like shrinking and stuff like that? Like, I don't know. Like, it just sounds weird. All these rays and different materials shooting to the moon because the moon doesn't have any magnetic fields protecting it.
Yeah, like
Earth,
I mean? That's what causes the Van Allen belt. Our magnetic field pulls in all this energy and holds it. The moon doesn't have that. So on the surface, they're being bombarded. And then the what is it called? The space suits that they wore had a lining of Kevlar and what they Mylar, like Mylar balloon.
Yeah.
So
it's like a reflective, I guess.
Yeah. So how does if aluminum doesn't do anything against this, how is Mylar going to do anything against it?
This is really weird. Like, so Does this mean the moon landing was fake?
No. I think we actually got to the moon.
I don't know. It sounds like we'll get toasted before
No.
we even reach there.
I think we got to the moon. I just think we had help. I think that there's like one irrefutable proof and evidence that we've been to the moon. There was at least 10 reflective dishes left on the moon. So if you have a strong enough laser, you can shoot it off the moon and it bounces back to you
Yeah, but
in the
who
right
has
time
that?
frame.
Oh.
The study has been like nerds do it all the time. Big Bang Theory made a joke about an episode about it too. Like, it's been done.
Okay.
Like people who try to do it. So I feel like you can go through all the pictures and everything else, but the fact that there is a man-made structure on the moon reflecting light back to Earth is proof that we went there.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And then I guess there's like these new telescopes and stuff that you could really see better images of everything too now. So
And even that, it does seem impossible because we were way behind the space race. Russia was putting out Sputnik and different satellites and really like sending monkeys and people out to space, and we were far behind. And then all of a sudden, we're at the moon. So I could see why people think it's not real. So, but my only problem with this is, it's like if aluminum isn't good for space travel, because we heard from the guys that their technology is lost, whatever like that, and NASA themselves is saying that they're being lined with aluminum. But if NASA's also telling us that it's not good for space travel, why do they use it?
Mhm.
So, I think my theory is that we have, although the stories that we were doing with the UFOs, that thin aluminum foil-like material, I actually think that's what's being used in the spaceship of Apollo to get us through there. And why it's destroyed and we can't build it back up again is because we used all we had in all the crashes.
that makes sense. But why wouldn't they bring us more? Or
They have to get more crashes. Like these are all from crashes. This aluminum foil that you crumple up. It
Oh,
goes
they
back.
don't mean to leave us the material.
Yeah, we just got it because you crashed, and this stuff has been in space before. If you're willing to believe that this was like material left from a space crash, then you got to admit that it was in space and it was probably used as a shielding. And I think we used that shielding to get us to the moon, and that's why no one's been back, and that's why they won't tell us what's going on because they don't want to have to admit like we've been using like this stuff that
Stolen
we found
material
from another
and
civilization.
And
that's not
like
even
it
of
makes
this
a lot
world.
of fucking sense. If America had access to this material, best believe we're gonna take over every last bit we could find, and so they just easily used it up, thinking that there was more material. Wait, so there used to be aliens and now they're gone because they have no way of coming to us anymore?
Well, no, there are theories that we had some bodies, that some lived and some died, but the gist of it is just their stuff that they left from their crashes, material wise. We've used it.
I just wonder if they have any more left.
I don't know, because that's one of the things I always hear is like, oh, we advanced technology by using analytic technology, but no one has yet come forward to say what exactly. Sure, Kevlar was considered alien technology, lasers, fiber optics. This is all from a book written by a guy named Corso. He was saying basically that he was part of an organization that was using alien technology to advance these things. So I don't know about that one, but if there's a possibility that and it's a reoccurring thing. We went through the 40s, the 60s, the 80s, I think the 90s. They're all finding these things. And if what we're using isn't good enough, maybe they only think it's aluminum foil because it looks and acts like aluminum foil.
Yeah.
And they had special people come in to keep contact with it so it wouldn't crumple up. And then they lay it in place because otherwise, how is aluminum foil going to help you? Mylar.
No, it's true. It has to be some next level shit.
And Mylar is another thing that you could confuse for aluminum foil.
Yeah, you did that.
Well, if you see one of our first episodes, the second episode, actually our first UFO one, I actually talk about my UFO encounter.
This is crazy though. Like our aluminum cans could be alien technology.
Well, no, because those aren't those are the ones that snap back to memory. Those are just regular aluminum.
I know, but it could be. It could be. It really could be.
I mean, if you're really high, yeah, it could be.
I don't know,
So,
man.
would-
A theory
would-
is a theory.
What'd you think about this theory?
I think it's pretty fascinating and it makes a lot of sense.
I think it deserves more attention.
Yeah,
I feel like I've never heard anyone say anything like this before.
me neither.
And it's just like one of those things that just it kept reoccurring in all these stories, and I keep hearing, "Oh, aluminum foil, aluminum foil." I'm like, how good could aluminum foil really be?
Aluminum foil is pretty great, actually. I like that I could put it in my oven and then I don't need gloves on to take it off. Oh my god.
All right, you know what that means. We're out of time.
Okay, this is freaky every week.
So, everybody, it's Sky and Blue.
Sky and Blue, yep.
You can find us on Twitter. That's at What Keeps Me Up SI. No, that's the old one. The new one is... I don't even know the newest one.
We're terrible.
Wait, what are you
Terrible.
at? You go tell where we can find you on Facebook.
Well, I'm on Blue Sky. I'm a little shy, though, so, give me a chance, guys.
Yeah. Blue Sky, that's BLUSKY, 2 words, first and last. And then you can find us on Twitter on WKMU Radio Pod.
Yes.
That's WKMU Radio Pod.
All right.
If you have any ideas for a show, or if anything we talk about you want more depth, please let us know. We would really enjoy that to help us get a little bit more.
Yeah, just let us know how you feel and what you think, and we want to interact with you guys. So
It'd be fun. So since you're out of time, let's just what do I normally say?
yeah, check on your friends, check on yourself.
Everyone deserves love, even you.
Even you. All right, bye.
Bye.
This has been a WKMU radio production. Signing out.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless America.